Hi, thanks so much for joining me. I just remembered today, it's Monday evening, about 6:15. Yeah, there we go, 6:15. I'll show the timestamp and date in a minute, just to get it on record. I just remembered there's a character in the Matrix called Cypher, and obviously we talk about ciphers all the time with gematria. So yeah, I forgot there was a character called Cypher in the Matrix. Um, And what I wanted to quickly look at was that famous phrase about that you can't be told what the Matrix is, you have to see it for yourself or something. Um, Cypher, of course, the character who decides he wants to not know what it is anymore. He's obviously been awoken to it, but then wants to go back to being ignorant. Ignorance is bliss. So he wants to be able to eat steak and not know that it's fake steak. My internet's not really loading, sorry about this. So yeah, we've got Cypher from the Matrix. Now I just typed in what my version I thought it was, which was no one can tell you what the Matrix is. Which isn't of course the exact line said in the film. It is that unfortunately no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself. But I'm just going on the gematria, which is pretty much the same thing as what I've put there. No one can tell you what the Matrix is. No one can be told what the Matrix is. Means the same thing, doesn't it? And I just wanted to show the crazy gematria on it, which kind of in a way isn't telling you what the Matrix is, but again it's just more evidence of what it is, and certainly who seems to be part of the control of it. So yeah, I'm just going to show the gematria now. And the real point of me doing this video as well, in a way, is it's not so much to use the exact quotes from films to put in and see what the gematria is for it. It's me really, in a way, just putting this across as that, yeah, everyone can watch these videos, and I watch other people's videos, and not just about gematria and numbers, all sorts of things, but to do with like current events and all sorts. And none of these channels or people on the videos are telling me what to believe or what, I'm not, none of that. Nobody can tell anyone else what's what. Nobody is like that authority. Nobody. You almost you do have to make your own sense of everything. You can take all the so-called evidence in, or the research that you do, and then you make your own. It is almost an assumption still, but it's an educated assumption, isn't it? Of what you think the world and reality is. But we've certainly got a good idea that it's a time stroke money prison matrix system that we're in. I think there's no real argument of that now. Definitely a time code matrix, all very much to do with time, but possibly to do with reincarnation as well. Once you're passing on, it's going round and round in that circle. But that's getting a little bit too beyond my real thought process at the moment, the whole afterlife part of things. But just going on this very, simple phrase, and it's linking back in with what I just spoken about, that nobody can really, I can't explain all of this to people and expect them just to take it all in and say, yes, I believe you are correct. Because I don't really know that, I'm only giving ideas of what is showing in numbers, and numbers are the only thing I can really go on for truth, which then suggests that it is a matrix system, doesn't it? If it's all numbers and coded, especially with the time as well, it possibly is a virtual reality computer program, a highly advanced one that we're not supposed to be aware of that we're in, of course. Because then it starts to, you could start to malfunction. Trust me, I've had a few episodes over these last 2 years myself with that. But these videos help. They help make my sense of it. So get into these numbers then quickly. I'm going to just go in order as they're coming over. So we're just going to start this way. Some of them will be sticking out already. So I'm just going to cover the obvious ones straight away, because we've got 14th of June there. And we've got the 21st of April there. That's going back to what I was saying with this matrix and who's really at the helms. And it's that circle of Trump and the Queen. Because adding their 2 birthdays together, you'll notice adding that to that equals 360 degrees. 360. 214 plus 146 is 360. Simple mathematics on that one. Just need to verify their birthdays just in case there's new people watching this. Oops. So there's the first one, Donald Trump, 14th of June. He's possibly the only person who... He still wouldn't be able to tell you what the Matrix is, because it's still from technically a human being telling you what it is. And you either would believe him or you wouldn't. So you still can't take another person's word for it. But he's certainly... He knows what it is. So that's the 14th of June. Then we've got the April the 21st one. That's the Queen there, look, the first picture. So that covers those 2. So that's Queen there as well in the reverse, full reduced with the E and P exceptions. So that's basically where the E is the master number in that reverse cipher. 214. So yeah, E is 22. So we've got the Queen there. And we've also got Trump there. So that's those 2. Ordinal then, the 389. 389, 77th prime number. Big number, old 77. That's for ordinal. No one can tell you what the matrix is. 137, full reduced. Again, just that reminder of that big prime number for that one. 137, 33rd prime. That's for the reduced of no one can tell you what the matrix is. We've covered Donald Trump's birthday with the S reduced there, so that's where S becomes 10 in that cipher. It stays as 10. You suddenly get Donald Trump's date of birth again, 14th of June, don't you? From 137, just by using 10 for S. Getting an extra 9, of course. 9 plus 137. 9, big number. F.Bacon, 441. No one can tell you what the matrix is. I can give you a very good idea. It's a time prison matrix. Because that's 144 backwards. Which then means it's 21 times 21. Because 12 times 12 is 144. 12 hours a day, twice, etc. Time. Satanic then. Big part of the time prison matrix system. 1439 is satanic. Oh look, that's the 228th prime. 228. Why is 228 important? It's important because that's the 228th day of the year is August 16. So that's your alchemy number, 168. 21 times 8 is 168. It's the alchemy number, 168. 228th day. You'll notice how many days left of the year there are. 137. 33rd prime. So that was 228th day of the year, leaving 137 left. 168, the alchemy number, 16th of August. And that was for 1439, which was the satanic cipher, for no one can tell you what the matrix is. So we've covered that one. Reverse satanic then. Reverse satanic now. 1471. That's the 233rd prime. 1471. 233, linking back to time again. Master of Time Fibonacci 233. Also the 51st prime number. Add those two together, you get 64. 8 times 8. Another time link. So yeah, big one on the reverse satanic. For no one can tell you what the matrix is. But I'm giving you a good idea of what I'd certainly view it as. Kabbalah then, 403. Again, linking into time. It's 13 times 31. 13 is the master of time. 30th of April. Did a video all about it. 120th day. 120 minutes, 2 hours. Exactly a 12th of a day, etc. KFW Kabbalah then, the 419. Let's get a move on because of the video length. That's the 81st prime. So again, another 9 times 9, 911 link for 81. Kabbalah 309 in the LCH version. And that's 3 times the 103, so prime factors. 27th is 103. 3 is the second. So in theory, you've got 227 in the prime factors there. 227, 22 divided by 7. That's pi. Going back to the circles. Time prism matrix that goes round and round in a circle. Septenary then, the 111. Again, that links back to there. The Queen's birthday, 21st of April, is that amount of days, 111th day of the year. It leaves to 5-4, of course. Should know that by now. Almost forgot. 254 days. 254th day of the year as well is 9/11. We know that one. Chaldean 118. So that's cropping up. A big number at the moment, 118 for everybody. Because that's everyone who was born last millennium. That's what your number is. Whatever year you were born, plus how old you are. Don't include the 19, of course, but whatever year you were born, plus how old you are. That's why everyone next year will go from 118 to 119. Unless you were born this side of the millennium. And then lastly then, on keypad, just about got enough time to show the keypad one for Zenith Cypher. That's the 166, so it's 2 times the 83. Talking about when you were born, that's my birthday, 83, August 3rd. That's obviously then 2 times 23rd prime, 223. Hope that kind of makes sense on that one. It's the duality 23rd prime. 2, of course, is the first prime. So it's almost like 1, 2, 3 a little bit as well. Duality of the 23rd prime, and that's our DNA. 2, 2, 3. Supposedly, whilst we're in this time prison matrix. 2, 2, 3. Hope that all makes sense. Thanks so much. Take care.